Megan and welcome to the Mad Creations Kitchen. Today I'm actually going to show you how to make the Keto Pavlova, just so that everybody can see it is not difficult, it is not intimidating, and it is something that everybody can make at home. So we're going to get right into it because I'm on a timer and I've got to go and pick up somebody soon. So you've got me straight from a walk, so I look really great. But anyway, here we go. So today I'm going to do it in the Thermomix. If you don't have a Thermomix, it can be done in a mixer. I've got my KitchenAid over there as well. I will do a separate video on that as well, but it's pretty much the same methods. So the first thing I'm just going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit of vinegar into my bowl, and that's a lot more than I needed. But anyway, I'm just going to pour a little bit of that out. That's what really matters. I'm going to use a couple of pieces of paper towel. And what I'm doing is I'm actually just making sure that there's no fats inside my bowl, and that it's very clean. The acid will clean it all out. It'll actually make it all nice and shiny and that for you as well, which is an added bonus. But yeah, before you go to make a pavlova, I want you to take out your blade, scrub underneath it, clean this bowl with the vinegar and everything like that after it's already been cleaned and dried. Now, after I've given that a good clean, I'm going to get another piece of paper towel and I'm going to thoroughly dry it out. So any moisture will kill your pavlova, any grease will kill your pavlova. So you actually want your bowl to be beautiful and clean and completely dry. Now, you can do that with your bowl, and you can do that with the butterfly, because we're going to be using the butterfly as well. For those using a mixer, of course, that's your blade that you're using to whisk your egg whites. So I'm just making sure that that's all clean and dry. I'm going to pop that into the blades between the short ends, and I'm going to turn my Thermomix on. I'll just pop that away. Shouldn't need that. So I said one of the things that I would give is my tips for the perfect pavlova. Now, tip 1, clean that bowl. Use the vinegar, clean your utensils. Everything should be clean and dry that you're using with the pavlova. Your eggs, you should separate the egg whites and egg yolks. If an egg yolk breaks in any tiniest, even the smidgenest little piece, that's a new word, smidgenest little bit of yolk gets into your egg white, it will not work. So again, that has to be all clean. You should use the freshest eggs. They should be room temperature. So if the eggs are old, or if you're buying them from a supermarket, look for the ones that have got the longest date on them, because that means that they'll be the freshest ones. But if you do have friends that have chickens, definitely get them. Now, I use 240 grams of egg whites. I measure them because, as we know now, when you go to buy eggs, they're in every different size. So to make it easier, I've done it in the measurement, and that's also roughly around about a cup. So I'm just going to put my cup of egg whites into my thermi now, and to follow that I'm going to put in my cream of tartar. Now the cream of tartar is the stabilizer, so that actually is what helps it stay up. If you have been using fresh egg whites and cleaning your bowl and your utensils and everything's dry and it hasn't been stabilizing, then maybe look at your date on your cream of tartar. I know a lot of people probably have had it in their cupboard since 1970 or something like that. So it's probably a good time to buy a new one if you're planning on doing some pavlovas and that for Christmas. You might see that I've actually got this lovely little tart here. In my video that I did yesterday, I actually did the short crust pastry shell, and today I just made the zesty lemon curd off the Mad Creations Hub website, and I did it 1.5 times to actually fit this tray. So I'm actually going to do a lemon meringue. So I'm just going to put that on for 5 minutes, and I'm going to put it at room temperature, which I said that egg whites should be, and I'm going to put that onto speed 4. What are they on speed 4? Yes, they are on speed 4. You can take off the lid once you get started, and you can hear the egg whites in there making a funny noise, but you'll see in a couple of minutes that noise is going to change, and that's going to tell you when you need to be getting ready for adding a sweetener and your other ingredients. Now, I haven't measured out my sweetener yet. As I say, I always use a digital scale. even though I've got the TM5 that has scales in it, but sometimes with weights it's very difficult to get precise weight, especially with lightweight ingredients. So I use the powdered meatless from Suprin. It is absolutely perfect for this, and I haven't had it fail yet, so fingers crossed I don't. And I'm going to use 80 grams. So I'm only roughly using 30 grams per 60 grams of egg white. I should have made this out beforehand. So I'm not making a mess. You can hear the noise of the sound of the egg whites starting to thicken, and I'm making a lovely mess here. So I can actually see in there that it's actually starting to get all nice and thick, just like a normal pavlova. So when it starts to get that way, you can actually start to add your sweetener. I'm just looking at my instructions here that I've given you guys to do it. Turn it down. So I've got my oven preheating on 150 degrees Celsius at the moment, and before I go to put it in, I'm going to turn it down to 100 just beforehand. So that will just still give the time for the pavlova to have that extra bit of heat when it gets into the microwave, into the oven, to heat. Kill it. So now I can hear that noise. As soon as it starts to go like that, I'm actually going to start to add my sweetener. Just giving it a good beat between each one. And I try and flick it to another part within the bowl that I haven't been putting the other bits of the sweetener. So it's all getting mixed in. I don't know. I know a lot of people like to make everything in the therming. I was hesitant at first to try this in the therming because I just thought something shouldn't be made in it, but as I said, it keeps working, so it's not really been a problem as yet. You can see I'm just beating well between each addition of the sweetener and that as well. Just hoping to incorporate it. So the room temperature eggs actually help to stabilise it and capture air. So if you've got them in the fridge, take them out like a couple of hours before you're about to do it. Like you could separate them, making sure you get no yolks in there, of course. Cover it up, leave it on the kitchen bench, and use it when it's down to the right temperature. Doing my sweetener in there. Oh god, I've made such a mess. Oops. What I'll do is before I put in the other ingredients and set the timer again, I'll just show you what it looks like inside so you can actually see how it's going. So yeah, I'm going to be popping some of it on the lemon meringue today, and I'm going to do the rest, depending on how much goes on there, in a little mini pavlova. As you can see, I've drawn a circle. I've just used the bottom of a small spring horn. I'm just going to turn it over, and that can be my guide to make a perfectly round pavlova, because I'm not exactly the most perfect at making things look pretty. As you can see, I like to throw sugar around at least anyway. So what else have I written down? So yeah, clean bowl is number one. Dry bowl. Dry and clean utensils. Freshest eggs, room temperature eggs, weigh your eggs, preheat your oven to 150 degrees, and I have fan force. So if not, you can add a couple extra degrees. It won't hurt your pavlova anyway, but it could, like the higher temperatures of a pavlova will actually make it browner when you do it. So as you can see, it is very thick, very much like a normal pavlova mixture. Tastes good too. So I'm now going just to turn that back on for another 5 minutes. And 37 degrees, and I'm going to put them on speed 3. And I'm just going to add my vinegar and vanilla. Didn't realise there was 2 V's in there. And just my 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Mix that through. So that's all the ingredients that there are in there. So it is pretty easy to do. And yeah, so I'm not sure with some people's ever had problems, because realistically the same tips apply for a keto pavlova as a normal pavlova. The only difference really is that you're adding the xanthan gum for more stability in a baked good, and substituting the sweetener. Now, of course, I have done my sweetener on the low side, which I think has made a nicer pavlova mix, because I mentioned in the blog post, I'm not really a pavlova fan, because it's always so sugary sweet. But yes, if you over whip those egg whites, that will affect the crispiness in that as well too. I think that's probably done, but I'm going to have a look. And like I said, if your mix is nice and you can turn her upside down, she's not going to come out. You can taste it, and it tastes beautiful. You can taste that the sweetness all well and truly incorporated into there, just like you do when you're making a normal pavlova, so that you can taste that it's not grainy or anything like that. So I'm just going to clean this out. This is the one thing I hate about the salmon mix with the blades and things like that, is that, to me, I think there's a lot of wastage. But anyway, just pass that around. So as I said, this is not something that is difficult. It's quite easy to make, and it doesn't have to be fancy or anything like that. I think that this whole mixture is probably going to go onto this size pan, because I want it to look thick and full. So the other one will be for my other mix that I will do tomorrow in the KitchenAid. Although I want to do, I'm not sure, I don't know if I want to do a wreath or I want to do some stackable ones, but I might have to do 2, because I've got ideas in my head about how pretty both of them will look. So basically all I'm doing now is just getting the mixture out of the therming, always leaving a little bit for you to eat later. Anyone that's scared of the raw egg whites, well, I'll put it at 37 degrees, so you'll be safe. But just always remembering when you're using eggs, whole eggs, egg whites, egg yolks in cooking, if you add acid, where we've actually added the vinegar, it cooks the egg. So you shouldn't be concerned. As you know, like I do a lot of cheesecakes with raw egg in it, but it's actually cooked by the lemon juice that we actually add into it. So I'm just going to try and flip this around a little bit and not make it look too flat or anything. And then I'm going to turn my oven down and bake this. Now, with the traditional pavlova that we've put in there, it is 90 minutes at 100 degrees, so that gives you a really nice albino style pavlova. I like it really white because I think it's just really pretty. In the picture that you see of mine, you see the one that's on the bottom has been the one that's been re-crisped, so that gives you an idea of what they're like when they've been re-crisped. And the one on the top is when it's just all nice and crispy, and only like I'd done it earlier in the day and it was ready by the afternoon for me to photograph. So yeah, with this one this will be in the advent calendar, and I will put the times on that for this one. I think it'll probably be a little bit less because it's not quite as high, it's a bit more stretched out. So I'm going to probably put this in the oven for about 45 minutes, and then I'm just going to tap on it and see how it feels, and then I'll turn it off. But the traditional one, as I said, 90 minutes at 100 degrees when you turn it down, as in turn it down now, and then keep the door closed for a few hours till it's completely cooled, or overnight, whichever comes first. because it just depends on what time you cook. So, but if you do cook it early in the day and then leave it overnight or night, then it might actually go soft, so you may have to re-crisp. I did that, I kept it in the oven for way too long. But anyway, I'm going to pop this in the oven, and I will show you what it looks like on Facebook with a little bit of a picture or two. And hopefully it turns out yummy, because I absolutely love lemon meringue myself. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and at our next cooking class we are going to be working with caramel, with the sucrin caramel, and showing you when to know that it's actually going to be a soft caramel or a hard caramel. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you soon. Bye!